It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got Devontae Smith. He went well over 100 yards a week ago and found his way to the end zone. It's the Titans and the Jets, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Tennessee Titans and the Jets. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Glad to be enjoying another week of football. And Charles, this is a contest that should make a former defender like yourself very happy, that's for sure, because we got a pair of top 5 defenses in the NFL squaring off, and opportunities to score, well, they figure to be extremely limited.
And partner, you know, my smile is wide because this is a lot of fun for a guy like me to watch, as you noted. And if there's something else that we both know that these teams take pride in, it's how well their defense have done at controlling games and putting them in a position to win. Something else they're proud of, though, how high they rank in the league. And they're trying to use this game to move up in those rankings and become the top defense in the league.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McBride. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McBride. And the Jets pressure. 2 multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
To throw on 3rd down. McBride looking here for Smith downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And now we'll see punter Tyler Newsome. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So here are the Jets now backed up to start their first drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself. I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
Now a third down throw, but
and third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Back to throw. McBride. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Up past the 30, second down coming up.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Looking to throw. McBride throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. To throw on second down. McBride. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. McBride. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense for the Titans, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The Jets sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And he'll go first, good for 20 and a first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Off the play fake, Shirley. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Shirley. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had just a split second. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Tennessee offense set to go again. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. McBride. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson. Well, this season he continues to have his 15th sack of the campaign.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Tyler Newsome now. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over. Another drive coming up for New York's offense.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
He's going deep for Brown. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Sherman. Open man here is Conklin. And they work this out past the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
A give to the fullback on the dive. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. To throw on third down, Shirley. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Come on, let's play like a team.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McBride. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Here's Tyler Newsome now.
He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
But when you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Well, he's got some breathing room.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Shirley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Let's get in the end zone. Exploit them here on this run.
to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Brown.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Shirley. This will be caught once again by Brown.
And he is going to have the Jets first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Gibson. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Let's get out of here with a win. Get on the way!
On 3rd down, Shirley. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
You got this! 3 points on the board! Let's go! Get rolling, all. Go!
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Throwing on 1st down. McBride being checked. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On now is the Titans punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Here comes Antonio Gibson as he's set for another drive.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd and 2. Shirley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught by Brown. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw inside complete. That's Watkins. Just before strike at the 49. Back to throw again.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wilson's got it complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The final shot before break. Shirley. He finds his man complete. That's Brown.
He's going to have the first down and then some.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Footing always a concern at the extra points. The lead grows to 10-0.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Here comes Antonio Gibson as he's set for another drive.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Okay, let's make some good plays today. Come on.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun. Shirley. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
On the draw, it's Gibson.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Shirley. To the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Get out of here with a win! Exploit them here on this drive.
Back to the ground with Gibson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. From the gun on 3rd down. Shirley looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is probably looking to keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
In the pocket, be patient.
Looking to throw. Sherman. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
One more, boys.
To throw on 2nd down.
Sherman will set up the screen for Gibson.
The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. There's some dreams in it too, to drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half.
What just happened? Seriously? Is that even a play?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. McBride. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin.
And he will have a Titans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McBride. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. McBride. Carl Lawson drops him again for the second straight play. It brings up fourth down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. On now is the Titans punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense. He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Off the play fake. Shirley. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Harold Landry gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now.
A rough play there for the first-year quarterback, and that's a skill he'll pick up as he gains more experience in the NFL. Recognizing situations where he might have to take the sack and finding a way to minimize the lost yardage in those situations. But for now, a big loss is the result of this one.
Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And it'll be Titan football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. On third down, they're going to run for it here. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's
Partner, this is certainly turning out to be one of those days. Here we are in the second half. They're being shut out. Offense is doing nothing. And you're just saying, please, come on, give us something here to your kicker. But even this is no good.
The New York set to take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game. At the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A give up the middle to Gibson. And room there to work it inside the 25. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Right here, big boy. Let's make something happen. Come on. Teamwork makes the dream work. Come on.
Sly able to put this one through. Ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, McBride. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. McBride. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Antonio Gibson,
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
Well, the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him count things off.
Field offense.
Extra point by Sly.
That stretches the lead to 27. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Out come the Titans now.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our short lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Looking to throw. McBride. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. To throw on 3rd down. McBride. And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper.
And he is going to pick up the Titans' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Back to throw. McBride.
On the out route, he's got Burks.
Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. To throw on 2nd down. McBride. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
On 1st down. McBride. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Operating from the gun. McBride. And that is incomplete.
It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Now they clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Well, now a carry here for their fullback. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Off play action. Shirley. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. The way in. Touchdown, New York.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Slide for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession. And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McBride.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The offense for the Jets ready to take over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
He's got some space here.
121 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches have had a running game. They breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once more, Gibson.
And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
A give running right, Gibson.
And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. That one goes for 8 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's getting. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A give to Gibson running right.
It's running.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And here's a give to Gibson.
And all the way down inside the 5 and a 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Pick it up.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to run it with Gibson.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Get it together.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it will sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
On third down, McBride. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Jets,
they climb to 6-2 on the year as they close in on the midpoint of this 17-game schedule.
And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.